no, no. And he's like, because he'd be like, ah! Welcome to
another episode of Marveling Explorers.
Yes, welcome to episode 3. Can you believe?
Whoa, 3?
I know. Who'd have thunk we'd have made it this far?
I thought we'd give up like
first episode, but here we are. We made it, and you guys did too. And we have more than doubled our subscribers since we started our channel. So we have gone from 4 subscribers at the beginning to 10. 10. So that's really exciting, considering that we only have 2 videos and we already have 10 subscribers. You guys are the best, and we love you so much. And we can only just go up from here. Just keep it going, keep the momentum going. Tell your friends, tell your family.
It's only uphill from here, right?
Right? Downhill?
Well, you don't want to go downhill.
No, it's all downhill from here. But everybody wants to be up, nobody wants to be down.
Anyways, we're very thankful to our 10. We're almost to our 1 million mark. I think we've got a combined total of almost 100 views for our 2 videos.
Ooh, so that's something to celebrate.
Here we are, 3rd episode. And on this one, we are going to be talking about the new movie, Godzilla vs. Kong. We are going to be doing yet another spoiler-filled review/recap. So, Godzilla vs. Kong. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Godzilla vs. Kong is the culmination of the MonsterVerse that Warner Brothers has tried to create since 2014's Godzilla, which then continued with Kong Skull Island, and then Godzilla King of the Monsters, and now this one. It's been a really shoddy multiverse that they've been trying to create because you've got these 2 big legends, King Kong, Godzilla, and they're trying to make this thing. And I see how that would be like a huge deal. But I mean, Godzilla from 2014 was visually very, very good looking. Yeah. But not really my favorite, just because
they lied to us.
We were going in like excited because Bryan Cranston was going to be in it. He was just coming off of Breaking Bad. And then, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen 2014's Godzilla, that he dies
like the first 30 minutes.
Yeah. And so we were just like,
well, he's coming back, right?
Interesting. Kong Skull Island, I only saw it 1.5 times, and I thought it was just really crazy violent. I can take violence, but it was just like a lot.
That's not the one with the dinosaurs, huh?
No, you're thinking of Peter Jackson.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that one too. That one's fun. And then Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Oh man, that movie. I was so excited for that one. And
that one, the trailer looked really good for.
Those trailers were
and
very
they got
misleading.
us with the trailers.
I don't ask for much. Give me monster fights. And that one, the human element of it, I know we have to have characters, but it was so just not good. The lady was like a villain and she was crazy, and then 11 was in there and it was a lot going on. And so I didn't like that movie. Which brings us to now. In all these movies, the plot's kind of just like the secondary thing. We don't need it. It's basically this evil organization called Apex that hasn't been mentioned in any of the other movies, is doing something, and it triggers Godzilla to go crazy, because in the other movies he was just dormant and then he would come out whenever another monster would appear. I have liked Godzilla in the other movies. I just think he's a big fat lumbering, like he can barely move, but he does the fire breath, and I think that's awesome. Even though in the last movies he was kind of like getting his butt kicked.
He does get his butt kicked a lot, and he falls asleep.
Yeah. And in this one, he's just mad. Like, he's raging. Like, I don't know what's going on. And we don't know what's going on. And 11's back because they're trying to... Millie Bobby Brown is back from the last movie because they tried to tie it in somehow for this MonsterVerse. Saying, oh, Godzilla's not bad. I don't know what's going on. There's something going on. That's that storyline. Then we have this new character, the scientist, and she has a little girl who's deaf. and took her in, and they're on Skull Island, and she is studying Kong, learning about him, but he's just like mad too because he wants to go home, and him and the little girl have a bond. So that's a thing. So this Apex place, there's this head guy, he's the head honcho, that's like, oh, we want to find this energy source for our science. And they find Alexander Skarsgård, and he's a washed up professor who believes in this thing called Hollow Earth that's supposedly the birthplace of Titans like Godzilla and Kong. And they're like, oh yeah, like find that place because we're trying to find energy for good.
I think they said something like it was they're trying to find the energy so they can fight Godzilla.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
They're trying to find energy to battle Godzilla because Godzilla's crazy now. So then he's like, oh, I know somebody who could maybe help us. And he goes to the scientist lady with the little girl. Hey, do you think King Kong could help us find this Hollow Earth? But then by taking King Kong, Godzilla's triggered because he feels another predator. Turns out this Apex place has created, they're in it for bad reasons. Because of course, and they have a mecha Godzilla, right? And really they're like, we're gonna be the apex predator. That's the plot of the movie. But we're not here for a plot, people. We're here for monster fighting action. Because once they got to the nitty gritty and it was Kong versus Godzilla,
That's pretty good.
granted, the bar was very low because the other three movies were like, meh. So the bar was right here. They didn't have to do much to impress me, but they still impressed me a lot. The first battle with Kong and Godzilla on the boat, I thought was really cool. I always feel like monster battles, like Pacific Rim, which I like Pacific Rim,
Ooh, I love that one.
that the battles were always at night in like the cities, which is really aesthetically pleasing. But to me, I almost feel like it's a cop-out. Like, well, I mean, of course they're gonna have it at night because then it's probably easier. Like, I'm a freaking pro at anything, but easier to do effects on it. But I liked Kong versus Godzilla because we had the boat scene that was like at sunset or something. We had the beautiful city scene where they're fighting in Hong Kong, and it was the neon lights and stuff, which looked really good. Yeah. And then they even had a daytime fight scene with the Mecha Godzilla. So I got to see all the different things. So that was just a little thing that I thought was really cool. The plot was a lot more simple and just like, let's get to Hollow Earth to get this energy. Oh, we need the energy for our evil robot. Oh, the energy turned on us. Now there's a big battle between the three monsters. Give me that. Give me monsters. Give me fighting in cities. And I'm happy.
Well, we gotta talk about these fights though. Like, who won?
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Who were the winners? Who took the L? Who got the W?
That's true. So,
you know?
round one.
Yeah, round one.
Ding, ding. So, round one. Fight on the boat.
Okay, let's talk about the condition of the fighters, how they're in.
Okay.
So,
in one corner, we've got King Kong. Tell us the stats, Jesse.
So, okay, King Kong's heavily sedated. He's chained up to a boat. Mm-hmm. He's a gorilla, so he's out of his element. He's in the ocean.
It's true.
So he's out of his element. So he's got a lot of things going against him.
Mm-hmm.
And
in the other corner, we have
Godzilla, who is 100%. He lives in the ocean, I think.
He's a dinosaur. So he's like a dragon dinosaur.
Yeah, and he has fire breath. So
atomic fire breath.
Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, so those are our fighters. Fight.
So how does round one go?
Round one, Kong gets no, you know what? No, that's not true. Considering all the things he had against him, he got some good hits in. He like hit him in the face a couple times. He was chained and still, got some
and sedated.
And still,
he still did get pretty good. He did all right. He definitely still lost though.
Oh, for sure, because Godzilla again can swim. He pulled him into the water. He bit his throat. He's like pulling him down, and Kong's just like. I'm surprised he didn't die right there. If it wasn't for the
humans, he would have died.
Yeah, because then the humans are on the boat and they're like, oh, can you send charges down there? So they do. So Kong did not win that round because he had help.
Yeah.
No Kong's
Who
winner.
takes the L?
The L goes to Godzilla, clearly, because Yeah, like there was no contest on that one. Oh, and
Wait, Godzilla takes the L?
the L, yeah. Oh, the loss. I'm so stupid. L's for loser. King Kong. King Kong takes the L. Godzilla takes the W.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's
But I
like
did
Sesame Street. L is for loser.
C is for cookie.
My favorite part of the round one though was when he got back on the boat, and then Godzilla charged up, his atomic breath or whatever, and then hit him. And then Godzilla's like, no, not Godzilla. Sorry, King Kong's like looking like this. He's like, oh.
That was the part right there that I was like, this is such a stupid scene. It's so ridiculous because he just sees Godzilla charging and he's like, slow motion, water with the blue light behind him. And right there, I was like, I'm in. This is so funny. Like, but in a good way, not like in a bad way. It wasn't like a movie that was like so bad it was good. It's just that it's what we love to see it. So round one, winner was Godzilla, loser was King Kong.
Aww.
Definitely. But I was rooting for Godzilla. Who were you rooting for?
King Kong. I was King Kong.
Mm.
I like King Kong. I like gorillas, so they're my favorite animal.
So round two is this beautiful fight in Hong Kong. Neon lights. It's dark. It's pretty. If you care about the plot, King Kong finds this hollow earth, gets an axe, this ancient axe, so now he has a weapon to try to like level the playing field because Godzilla like whooped him first round. And then he gets this power source, and then Godzilla like just blasts an atomic breath ball in the earth, and then it gets to them, and then like Hong Kong was right there, so and like maybe Godzilla's like just staring at them like you, and it's like, oh, they didn't have to travel that far, I guess, because they were right. Anyways, so then Kong comes out, and then second round begins. Round two, ding, ding, ding. So our fighters.
We got
Godzilla.
Godzilla, right?
Who's
still 100%.
Still a dinosaur.
still has fireballs or fire breath.
And then we got King Kong.
King Kong, upgraded King Kong
With an axe. He's got
a weapon. It was like a stick, right? It was like this like.
It was a bone. Or
yeah,
something.
it was a bone, right? But then attached to it, it had like a little like Godzilla spike on it. I think that's what it looked like to me.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked cool though.
So now he's got a weapon to use, and he's not sedated anymore, and he's on land.
Yep.
Fight! They both get their hits in. Boom, boom, boom. It's a good fight. It's just visually, I can't stress this enough how pretty it looks. Like we haven't been to the physical movie theaters, obviously, since the pandemic started.
What was the last movie we saw?
In theaters?
Yeah.
Was Onward.
We saw Onward in theaters?
Mm-hmm.
We did?
Yeah.
Onward,
the Pixar movie.
Oh, yeah, we did see that.
That was the last one we saw.
Oh, wow.
And then...
Dang, that's a minute.
Mm-hmm. And then our last other movie that we saw, but it wasn't in a physical theater, was Tenet
at
a drive-in.
Yeah, we did get that.
I've been good being at home. I love that we have the option to be able to stream movies now. I think that's really cool. But that fight scene, I was like, ooh, this is just begging to be watched on IMAX. And Godzilla's like hitting him and trying to do the atomic breath, and King Kong's like, no, no, no. And he's like, because he'd be like, ah, and then he's like, no, and they charge and push his head down, and then Godzilla got his bone axe, and he like,
oh.
He just shoved it down Godzilla's throat, which was it was so mean. I was like, oh no, Kong, no. And then Godzilla just starts like, gets the upper hand again because dragon, and he starts scratching Kong if he breaks his arm or dislocates his shoulder. And they're just killing everybody in Hong Kong because these buildings are flying. They're ripping things apart. They don't care. They're just fighting it out, and it's so good. And then Godzilla's just scratching Kong, gets on him, is pressing on him with his little fat foot, and Kong's like, ah, and they just roar at each other, and it's a really cool scene, like, with them, their little faces, and they're roaring, but Kong is like, ah, I lose.
Yeah.
And then he just gives up, and Godzilla's like,
That's what I thought. Nerd.
and he spits on him. Even the little deaf girl and the scientists were watching, and even they were like, oh, how embarrassing for you. So round 2 goes to ding ding ding.
Godzilla
again. I thought this was Godzilla versus Kong. Like, this is just Godzilla beats Kong for like 20
wasn't
minutes.
Another fight? Did Godzilla lose? I mean, did Kong lose that round though?
The first round or the second round?
Well, because they fought. Wouldn't that be like? Wasn't there like at least 2 rounds in that city fight?
What would you categorize as first and second round in this city?
Okay, well, when he like jumped up with the axe and they went kabloom.
They both knocked each other out though.
You know, I feel like that was end of round 2.
No, you're just trying to find a way to give Kong some type of like win. When Godzilla gives it the atomic breath, it powers up the axe basically. Oh, yeah. And so at one point Kong gets the axe to go hit Godzilla, but then Godzilla, and then they both fly back though. They both fly back. And Godzilla's not out for the count. He's just kind of like, that was weird.
I feel like that was like end of round 2. And I gotta give it to Kong. It can't be 2 rounds.
There's 3 rounds of the fight.
But the third round is really with
Mecha Godzilla. No.
I mean, for sure Godzilla wins in the end though of the city fight. Like, for sure. I'm not denying that.
But there's not 2 parts. Comment below if you want. If anybody's watching our video right now and also watch Godzilla vs. Kong, comment on my video or comment on my Instagram. I'm counting. Round 1 was the boat, round 2 was the city, and round 3 was against Mecha Godzilla. I don't know what you're counting. You're counting 2 parts in the city, and that don't make
I think so.
no sense.
I think there is 2 rounds in the city. I feel like they even said it too. Round 2 goes to King Kong.
He said round 1 goes to Godzilla. I don't remember. Now you're confusing me.
I don't know. Okay, let's go to round 3 though.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Round 3. So, round 3.
Or 4.
Round
4.
3.
Or 4.
It's 3. I'm gonna edit this out. I'll edit you out completely.
Damn.
Round 3 is Mecha Godzilla, the thing that the evil corporation made. Oh, look what happened. New challengers entered the new fighter has entered the. We have another person. Mecha Godzilla is the robot that Apex created, and they could control it. It became aware. Yeah. And so it killed the driver, so now it's just, there is no humans controlling it. It's on its own. It's gone rogue. It is powerful enough now to kill Godzilla. So Godzilla's like, hey, Kong's out for the count. Broken arm, busted. This little hairy gorilla just in the city. Singed, burned. He probably smells like jerky. And Godzilla's like, okay, that was lame. Let me go deal with the actual, like, monster predator. So Godzilla leaves. Kong's dying because the little deaf girl can hear the heartbeat.
Godzilla steps on his heart and crushes his heart, right?
Oh, is that what he did?
I think that's what he did.
I thought he was just tired from taking a beating during round 2. Anywho, so the little girl's like, he's dying. And then the professor does a thing to resuscitate him. And Kong's back. And the little girl's like, Godzilla's good, man. The other thing, the Mecha Godzilla's bad. That's the enemy. And Kong's like, all right then. Whoa. So Godzilla goes to fight Mecha Godzilla, and he's now finally has a worthy opponent because Kong wasn't it.
I really feel like they nerfed King Kong though. Like, he should have been more agile.
King Kong?
Yeah, like he was Godzilla was moving just as fast as he was.
Godzilla was really fast in this one compared to his other movies.
Yeah, we powered him up way too much.
So Godzilla is getting his butt whooped now by Mechagodzilla.
He's got like rocket arms or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
rocket body.
So he's just shooting him, and it's bad. It's bad for our boy Zilla. But then,
with the power of love.
With the power of love and resilience, here comes Kong with his little axe, and he comes in to start fighting Mechagodzilla. And so they start fighting. He gets some good hits in. And meanwhile, while this is happening, 11 and her little friends are trying to figure out how to shut down Mechagodzilla because he's a robot.
That's the dumbest thing I've seen.
Yeah, so they're trying to hack into the system, but then they're like, wait a minute. Put liquid. And then that works because reasons.
Makes him glitch, basically.
So the robot, Mechagodzilla, is like, ugh! And in that little, then Kong's like, oh, and he starts hitting him, and then Godzilla, they figure out, oh, dang, we can get rid of this guy.
They start working together.
They work together as a team, because then they realize, hey, man.
You're not so different after all.
So it was very Batman versus Superman. Like, save Martha. Like, why did you say that name? With the power of love and friendship, Kong and Godzilla start fighting against Mechagodzilla, who is
still kind of kicking their ass, though.
Yeah, but then they are like, hold up, wait a minute, let's use fire breath. So then Godzilla on the axe, which powers up, so Kong starts beating up Mechagodzilla with his new atomic axe and starts hacking away at him, and then he gets the head, and boom, he cuts off Mechagodzilla's head, and he rips it off, and he's like, I'm the king. But really, it's like...
But anywho...
Okay, you killed a glitching robot, Kong.
Yeah.
Ooh, that showed Godzilla. Granted, technically, Kong won this round, but that's a real hard technically because 11 and her dopey friends poured soda or whiskey on a computer, and then that made the... So really...
It was the whiskey.
It was a glitching robot that Kong beat. That's not really an accomplishment. So round 3 technically goes to Kong.
I think it does.
But in the grand scheme of this movie, Godzilla versus Kong, the winner, hands down, is Godzilla.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
Not even close. There is no
is a
contest.
shame, really.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit more of an evenly matched fight. Anyways, everybody starts reuniting with each other. Mechagodzilla's defeated. Everybody's like, yeah, this is wonderful. All of our families, everybody's cool. But then there's still 2 gigantic monsters there, and they roar. And then Godzilla and King Kong look at each other, and then they aggressively make out, which I didn't see that coming.
That was crazy.
No, they just stare at each other. Longingly. It's very Anchorman, like with Vince Vaughn and Will Ferrell at the very end, when he could like kill Ron Burgundy, and he's like, I hate you.
God damn it, do I respect you?
Yeah.
But they look at each other, and Kong's like, what? And Godzilla's like, you ain't worth my time. I still won. I'm gonna go home now. And then he just swims away. And off he goes on his merry way. And then the movie ends with Kong now at that Hollow Earth place, which is his new home. Everybody's happy. The end.
And that was it. We didn't even get an end credit or nothing.
No end credit scene, which, I mean, I think we're done with this MonsterVerse for now until they reboot it in probably 3 years. I liked it because it was under 2 hours.
It was really short.
It was a very short movie. Short, sweet, and to the point. Do I wish there were more fight scenes? Kind of. But then I feel like if they had more fight scenes or made it last longer, maybe it would have been too repetitive. I think it was just enough.
You did what needed to be done.
I think it left you kind of wanting more, which I think is what you want.
I had a really fun time watching it. Like, we always just do our commentary during the movie anyways, so we're just making ourselves laugh. And and it was fun though. Like, I didn't feel bored. I didn't feel like it was too long. And
I like that you didn't have to think either. Like,
you don't have to think. It's just we tried. Like I said, we turned on the captions because I was like, "Wait, what is this? Who's that professor?" And then I was like, I don't care. This doesn't matter. Let's just get to the fights. And the fights I thought delivered. I just thought it was a very fun movie. What did you think?
I liked the movie. I think they did Kong dirty though. To be honest with you, I feel like they overpowered Godzilla way too much. They made him not only like strong, but they also made him fast too. Which I feel like I've talked to you about this before. Who would win a fight, Kong or Godzilla? And I would always say like, oh, well, Kong's more agile. He's faster. Godzilla's slow as hell, but they made him fast too. But I mean, they gave him the axe, which is really cool. I like that. I would have rather had it been open-ended, than definitive like Godzilla one, But that's just me.
Yeah.
Like if this is like the end, I don't know. I don't think it's the end, But if this is, I think it ended on a high note.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. I think it would be really cool to see this movie in theaters. Yeah, I liked it.
With that being said, I am giving Godzilla vs. Kong one favorable Jessie. Because it was not 2 twin grins. Let's not get crazy here. I had fun. It was very favorable. And I liked it. I would recommend it if you have HBO Max or something. Or even, if you want to go out there and watch it at the movie theater or whatever. Do that. I liked it. I thought it was a very fun time. It's a lizard and a monkey fighting each other in a pretty city.
What more do
you get what you signed up for, and I liked it a lot. More than I thought I would. So yeah, definitely a favorable Jessie for me.
For me, I give this movie 2 twin grins.
Oh my god, you're like shocking me with all these.
I think for the times that we live in, this is a really good movie. It did not disappoint. I liked it. It was a good time.
Wow, 2 twin grins. Alrighty. I said last video that we were going to add a new little thing, rating, because we had the 3 ratings initially, and then that was not enough for us because it was like we need a couple of middle pieces. Last time we added the favorable Jessie, and now just to confuse you even more, so when we do give these ratings, you're gonna be like, what the hell are they talking about? I'm gonna try to streamline this, make it easier. I promise there will be no more changes to this. 3rd video, 3rd round of ratings. We're done after this. We're good. So we've got our 2 twin grins, top of the line, perfect movie, A1. We've got our favorable Jessie, which is a good movie. I had fun. There is our Suspicious Miles, which is like...
It's a movie.
That happened. I watched that. And then we got our Vomiting Violet, which is the worst one. That's like, oh, this movie made me sick. But then there's an in-between of the suspicious, the meh, and there's the blah. But it's the one that's like, it's bad. It's bad. And that one is, and he hasn't seen this yet, but you will get one traumatized Tori. One traumatized story is the between Vomiting Violet and Suspicious Smiles. It's like
traumatized.
If you're also just coming here, my name is Victoria. That's Jessie, but people call me Tori also. So Traumatized Tori just sounded smooth.
I like that.
So that's our final rating addition that we have to our family of ratings.
Yeah.
It's replacing the thumbs up, people. Thumbs up, thumbs down. We don't know them anymore. So yeah, that's our new rating system. But we both, well, I gave it the favorable Jessie, and he gave it the two twin grins. And that is our review of Kong versus Godzilla. So yay! We did it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, if you guys are still there, thank you again to our subscribers. And we just hope to keep growing to make the million view goal.
Well, you think about it, in 1 week we got 10 followers. Or, no, 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from now we'll have 20 followers. and then 60 in 2 weeks. So by the end of the year, we'll have like
100. We love you guys, and we're so appreciative of all you guys watching these videos. Will we continue? Will we make episode 4? Probably.
Yeah.
Because what else?
What's the next one we're going to do?
Our next one is going to be Falcon and the Winter Soldier episodes 3 and 4, which we still haven't even watched episode 3 yet. So we got to do that.
No babies today either.
No babies again. Oh, next week though is going to be a very busy week for us because we have the baby's birthday party and stuff. So maybe we won't even have a video next week. We'll see. But thank you again for watching, and like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Yeah, and we'll see you guys next week on another episode of Marveling Explorers.
Yay!